So this is multi-cavity calestron. It is a kind of RF power source, which we have talked about in the last class. A number of RF power sources we have discussed about. It is one of the type of RF power sources. Okay. Uh, Before I go to the explanation, I'll show you the diagram. See, this is the tube, or you can say the multi-cavity calestron diagram, functional diagram. First of all, it is similar to the tube devices, which I told you in the previous classes, that the tube devices were replaced by semiconductor devices or solid state devices. Tube devices were the initial stages of initial stage of electronics, and in the beginning of electronics, the devices, the size of the systems were very big. The very first computer was of the size of a small storeroom. It was because it used a large number of tube devices, and these tube devices were not only bigger in sizes, but also they offered a lot of drawbacks, which is the first thing is their life, their durability was very low, very poor, since they were made up of glasses. The next thing was that the efficiency, the performance quality was also not very good. There was a heater or filament, and to heat up the heater, or to means sufficiently heat up the filament, it requires a lot of energy. So the energy requirement was also very high, power consumption was high, efficiency was poor, sizes were bigger, life was poor, durability of life was poor or less. So they all are the, you can say, the features of the tube devices, and it is a kind of a tube device which we are going to discuss. If you have studied CRT, I mentioned in previous class also. I hope you all are listening to me. I mentioned CRT in the last class. That you must have studied in the very first semester of your BTech, cathode ray tube, cathode ray oscilloscope, where you have studied a CRT which has a heater, filament, cathode, anode, grid control, grid, then a pair of deflection plates, horizontal deflection plates, vertical deflection plates, and then there is a target, there is a screen onto which the electron beam strikes, and we get a pattern. Do you remember that? Does anybody remember it? Yes, Nupur, Kirti, Archie. Huh? I'm asking it to everyone. Kartike, Namita, Nisha. Yes. Do you remember the working of CRT? I'm waiting for the response. Is anybody listening or not? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm saying you that, do you remember the working of a CRT? If you remember the working of a CRT, you will be able to understand the concept of this cholesterol tubes or magnetron tubes easily. Okay. So the very first thing here is a heater. It is a kind of a filament device, or it is a device which emits the electrons whenever it gets heated up, whenever it gets certain energy. This energy is AC signal, high frequency energy signal. AC is applied to it, and it emits the electrons. Okay, these electrons strike to a negative potential plate, which is called as cathode. So finally, they are emitted from cathode. You can see it here. I am using annotation. Can you see this? These are the number of electrons which are emitted. These are emitted by the cathode. Okay, so they are emitted by cathode. After that, they strike to a anode. So there is a potential difference between these two plates. Cathode, if cathode is negative, having negative potential, anode plate will be having positive potential. Positive with respect to ground, there will be a negative with respect to ground. Okay, समझ में आ रही है बात? सो कैथोड से इलेक्ट्रॉन जब निकलेंगे तो कहाँ जाते हैं, एनोड की तरफ जाते हैं, तो दैट टुवर्ड्स एनोड. नाउ व्हाई आर वी यूजिंग द टू प्लेट्स, कैथोड एंड एनोड, व्हाट इज द नीड? So that we can drag them, we can transmit them from one particular direction to another particular direction. And obviously the direction for which we are looking is from left to right. We are looking to transmit these electrons from left to right or from cathode to anode. So definitely the potential difference has to be maintained, plus minus, so that they can be attracted, they can go from one plate to another by the force of attraction used. As there is a always there is a force of attraction whenever there are opposite polarities in the plates, between the plates. Is this clear? तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, पहले नेगेटिव प्लेट लगा रहे हैं, फिर पॉजिटिव प्लेट लगा रहे हैं, which is negative is called cathode, positive is called anode, so that they are transmitted, they are dragged, they are transmitted towards the target. ठीक है, towards the collector. Now they follow a particular pattern or direction because they are having anode, this is called anode, positive plate is called anode potential. After they are transmitted from the anode, there is there are three RF cavities, so it is called multi-cavity calestron. There are three RF cavities, and the function of these cavities is to behave as individual LC circuits. LC circuits का काम क्या होता है? They provide oscillations. They behave as oscillator. They produce oscillations. They provide high frequency signals. So ये जो RF को यहाँ से जो आपके electrons move कर रहे हैं, they are passed through multiple RF cavities. तो नाम ही है radio frequency cavities. So these cavities provide high frequencies or radio frequencies by behaving as a high frequency LC circuits. LC circuits are the tuned circuits or tank circuits which provide oscillations, right? So there are three cavities, and each cavity not only behaves as the LC circuit, but they are also used to collect these electrons in order to have bunches. Okay, so I'll tell you the meaning of bunches. Up till now, is it clear to everyone? Tell me so that we can go forward. Yes,
Yes,
ask.
ma'am, it is clear.
Is clear now, na? Okay. So I'll show you the explanation, and along with that, I'll explain it so that it is much more convenient for you to understand the concept. Okay, so it is written here like just a second.